Max Verstappen, one of the favourites for pole position later on this afternoon, has absolutely clobbered the Armco.
Monaco is one of the deadliest tracks in Formula One, where even the smallest mistake can end your race instantly. Yet in 2023...
All eyes on Verstappen. Don't ever tell me that Formula One has outgrown Monaco.
Max Verstappen did not drive Monaco with caution or survival in mind. He treated it like a battlefield, and he wasn't interested in escaping unscathed. He was interested in domination. On his final qualifying lap, the moment everything came down to, the car should have crashed. Everyone thought it would, and yet, somehow, it didn't. We'll come back to that, because to understand what happened, you first need to understand the mind behind the madness.
Verstappen and Hamilton wheel to wheel going into the TERRORIZED. Verstappen is out of the race and that's a big crash into...
The youngest winner ever in the Formula One.
Max Verstappen wins the US Grand Prix. The first time ever is champion of the world. Max Verstappen wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for his 15th victory in his second championship.
Wins 19 Grand Prix in a single season.
Absolutely crushed the opposition.
Max Verstappen wasn't raised like a normal athlete. There was no warmth, no balance, no sense of childhood. There was only his father, Max Verstappen, a former Formula One driver who failed to achieve what he believed he deserved, and became obsessed with living vicariously through his son. Max didn't raise Max with encouragement. He engineered him through relentless pressure. He pushed Max to kart in brutal conditions, rain, cold, and long hours well after other kids had packed up. It's been said that he would even make Max continue running laps when visibility dropped to near darkness. Whether every story is literal or not, the intent was always the same. Perfection wasn't praised.
Voor je kijken. Ja, ik raak rimbak.
It was expected. Anything less was unacceptable. According to Max, after a disappointing kart race as a teenager, his father once pulled over at a petrol station during the drive home and told him to get out, and then didn't speak to him for days. Max would later recall, "My dad never told me I did a good job, ever. He was being conditioned to win, or suffer." Most drivers arrive in Formula One in their 20s after years of junior formulas. Max Verstappen arrived at just 17, even before he was legally allowed to drive a road car. After crushing it at the European Formula 3 in 2014.
And he looks at home now, leading and winning races. From his first pole, he gets his 6th win of the season. Max Verstappen here, 5 in a row.
It was last week when we signed the deal. I couldn't believe it in the beginning.
Red Bull fast-tracked him straight into their junior F1 team, Toro Rosso, making him the youngest driver in Formula One history.
Verstappen, youngest ever Formula One driver, 17 years of age. If you're ready for this?
I hope so.
And from the moment he hit the track in 2015,
Max Verstappen, another debutant.
he raced like consequences didn't exist. In his debut season, he sent impossible moves on experienced veterans.
Okay, good job, Max. Good job.
Aggressive, unfiltered, and unapologetic.
I hope you enjoyed my selection, and hopefully there are many more to come.
Then, in 2016, the Spanish Grand Prix, his very first race after being promoted mid-season from Toro Rosso to the main Red Bull racing team, Verstappen won at just 18 years old.
Yes! Yes!
What a debut. Fantastic. Great job.
Becoming the youngest Grand Prix winner in Formula One history. But back then, he wasn't yet a champion in waiting. He was a weapon without control.
Max Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix.
And Monaco would be the place that exposed it.
And the Monaco Grand Prix is underway.
Monaco is not a circuit you conquer with aggression. It is a circuit you survive through precision.
And Ayrton Senna wins at Monaco for the 5th time.
Max didn't understand that at first. In 2015, he crashed. In 2016, he crashed again. In 2018, he went beyond reckless. During the final practice session, he hit the wall so hard that Red Bull couldn't repair the car in time for qualifying. He started dead last, an embarrassment. This was probably the moment Max realized the reckless version of him had to die.
Why have you had so many accidents?
Or his career would go down with him. And then something remarkable happened.
As he goes off the track, and when he comes back on, Max Verstappen has just sent Holland into raptures.
The rage didn't disappear, it focused. By 2019, the wild lunges were gone. The panic was gone. What remained was a cold, almost mechanical form of aggression. Precise, efficient, unshakable. Then came 2021.
Verstappen and Hamilton, a very big accident.
The year of war. Verstappen versus Hamilton.
Those comments just shows you that he really doesn't know me, which is fine.
I have no doubts that we will both be professional and learn from the past.
The most intense championship battle of the modern era. Two men who refused to yield. Silverstone.
The insider comes to the touch. Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash.
Monza.
Into the first chicane once again. It's wheel to wheel. Hamilton and Verstappen, and this time Verstappen and Hamilton have crashed out, and they are both out. Hamilton, where can Verstappen try and get past Hamilton?
They collided not by accident, but because neither would accept being second. Max won the championship on the final lap of the final race, becoming world champion.
Verstappen, for the first time ever, is champion of the world.
But that wasn't the peak, it was the unlock. In 2022, Verstappen defended his title with record-breaking dominance.
Max Verstappen wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for his 15th victory in his second championship-winning
15
season.
wins in 22 races. Several victories came by huge margins, including 27.066 seconds at a rain-shortened Suzuka and 17.842 seconds at Spa. But somewhere inside him, Monaco remained unsettled, the one place where his past self had failed. 2023, Monaco qualifying. Alonso sets a monstrous lap.
Fernando is absolutely flying. We're down to the last minute.
Purple sectors everywhere. Aston Martin on fire. Even Red Bull's garage starts to tense up. Max has one lap left.
Verstappen is struggling, David.
Marginally quicker than his personal best in the first sector.
One chance. Sector 1, he's slower. Sector 2, still down. Commentators are already preparing for Alonso pole.
But watch Alonso, who hasn't been on pole in Formula One since 2012, knows this is his best chance.
And then, in Sector 3, Verstappen does something no sane driver would attempt. He doesn't give the walls a millimeter. He brushes them more than once, visibly through the swimming pool complex, and all the way to the line, wringing time out of places where everyone else lifts. Nobody else would have finished that lap. But Max Verstappen,
It's Max Verstappen who breaks Aston Martin hearts.
he puts it on pole by 0.084 seconds. The Red Bull garage does not cheer. They stare, silent, trying to process what they just saw. Not relief, not joy, but awe. This wasn't luck. Verstappen himself said he touched a few walls and hit the wall pretty hard on that lap. Millimeter margins in the final sector that most drivers would never try. But importantly, he kept it just clean enough to finish. Asked afterward, Fernando Alonso said he'd taken uncomfortable levels of risk in qualifying, praised Verstappen for driving super well, and admitted second was the maximum possible that day, given Verstappen's pace. Monaco couldn't tame Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen bent Monaco to his will. That season, Verstappen went on to win race after race across wildly different circuits. High-speed power tracks like Spa, technical ones like Suzuka, street circuits like Vegas. He strung together a record-breaking streak. 10 consecutive Grand Prix wins, never once losing control of the championship lead. He clinched the 2023 title with rounds to spare, not because he was simply faster, but because nothing, pressure, weather, strategy, track layout, could shake him anymore. 2023 ended not as a fight, but as a coronation. Coming into 2024, there was one question quietly echoing through the paddock. Would this finally be the year Verstappen was dethroned? McLaren was rising. Ferrari looked alive again. Red Bull's technical advantage was no longer guaranteed. For the first time in years, people sensed vulnerability. And yet, the moment the lights went out, Verstappen didn't flinch. He adapted instantly. He absorbed the pressure, the regulation tweaks, the faster challengers, and then raised his level again. Race by race, he rebuilt the gap. Not through chaos, not through desperation, through complete control. By the end of the season, the question wasn't whether he would win his 4th consecutive championship. It was why anyone thought he wouldn't. And the most exciting thing...
Verstappen is a 4-time Formula One world champion.
He isn't finished. He's still improving, still discovering new limits, still doing things no one else dares attempt. Max's story was never about aggression. It was about evolution.
Well, in the future, of course, I hope to be to become a world champion.
The reckless kid who used to crash at Monaco now uses the same raw instinct as a flawless weapon. That final lap in Monaco 2023 wasn't just the lap that put him on pole. It was the moment everyone realized something far more dangerous. Unlike his peers, Max Verstappen doesn't drive Monaco to survive it. He makes Monaco survive him. And that is why, unless something truly unreal happens, this is not a rivalry anymore. It's a reign.